and welcome to First Friday STEM projects at the Ballykinwood Library. Today we're going to explore geometry. Geometry is the branch of mathematics that studies the sizes, shapes, positions, angles, and dimensions of things. We use geometry in all kinds of ways. Look around your room. Geometry was used to design many of the things that you see. Your windows, your furniture, your clothing, the TV set, even your computer monitor. Look around. What else do you think in your room was designed using geometry? It might have helped figure out how much paint was needed to paint the walls or how much carpet was needed for the floor. And kids use geometry all the time when they're making kites or skateboard ramps or even building Lego designs. Maybe you can think of other ways that you use geometry every single day. Video game designers, they use computer coding, but they also use geometry to design all the computer games and animation and other things on the computers that you guys use every day. So now that you know how useful geometry can be, let's begin to explore. You picked up one of these bags from the library. Let's see what's inside. We have glow-in-the-dark sticks and glow-in-the-dark putty. So let's get going to explore and make our own glow-in-the-dark shapes. You're going to take your glow-in-the-dark sticks and activate them by slowly cracking them. And you want to make sure that you bend them all the way. Don't snap them in half, but you'll hear the little capsules inside breaking. And you'll start to see them glowing. You want to give them a good shake. Now that we have broken the little capsules and started our glow sticks glowing and our putty is open, let's start building some polygons. So a polygon is a multi-sided shape in which all the sides are connected to each other. So this is an example of a polygon. This is also an example of a polygon. So all the sides are connected. Another polygon might look like this. This is another kind of polygon. So all the sides they're straight and they're all connected. However, today we're going to talk about regular polygons. And a regular polygon means that all the sides have the same length and the same angles. So in this case, this is a regular polygon. All three sides are the same length and all the angles are exactly the same. This is called an equilateral triangle. And if we decided to add another side and make this a four-sided regular polygon, this would be a square. All four sides are the same and all four angles are the same. If we added one more side, we would make this into a pentagon. And a pentagon is a five-sided shape in which every side, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, has the same length, and each of the five angles inside are the same size as well. The Department of Defense in Washington, D.C. is in a building that we call the Pentagon, and it's called the Pentagon because it has five sides that are all equal, and the five corners, the five angles, are all the same. And if you had an aerial shot looking down at the building, you would actually see that there are five concentric pentagons, one inside the other, that make up the building that is the Department of Defense. If you want to make more of the regular polygons, look in the PDF that's next to the video, and you'll see that there are more diagrams and more regular pentagons that go all the way up. I think we added till 10 sides. So let's go back to an equilateral triangle. So this is a triangle that has 3 equal sides and 3 angles that are the same. And we're going to start building on, and we're going to make something that in geometry is called tessellation. Tessellation is when you have a repeated tile-like pattern in which everything is connecting and there are no spaces between the shapes. In this case, we're going to be doing something called regular tessellation, and that would be when you take regular polygons and you make a repeated pattern. So one of the shapes that you can use to do this is a triangle, just like we've been doing here, so that you can see all these are connected. The other shape that you can do this with, and I'll show you a shortcut, is to do it with a 6-sided hexagon. And all you have to do for that is take out the middle and you get a hexagon. This shape can be also repeated, and it might look a little like a beehive because this is exactly how bees build their honeycombs. And if you look in the PDF, it'll give you an explanation of why that is and how we came to learn about that. But this is the shape that bees like to use. See if you can build them out on your floor. Another shape that's a regular tessellation would be a square. And with a square, you can keep repeating the pattern. And again, each of these shapes that's repeating the pattern is a regular polygon, so it creates regular tessellation. This is a tessellation with equilateral triangles. Here's a challenge question. Soccer balls are designed using polygons. How many polygons are on a soccer ball? And I'll give you a hint. It's made up using hexagons and pentagons. Check in the PDF for the answer and see if you got it right. 2D shapes, that is 2-dimensional shapes. They have length and width. Now is when the putty is going to come in handy. So take out your putty and we're going to make 3D shapes using the putty. Take your 3 glow-in-the-dark sticks and make an equilateral triangle using the putty at the corners to make it stick together. In the equilateral triangle, we're going to make a tetrahedron, which is a 3D shape that uses equilateral triangles. And you're going to use a glump of the putty at the top to make it all stick together. And that is a tetrahedron. The next regular polyhedron we're going to make is a cube. So if an equilateral triangle is 3 equal sides, a cube is going to have 4 equal sides. So we'll start with our rectangle. And this time you're going to need 8 glumps of putty. So this is a glow-in-the-dark cube. It's got 4 rectangles, so 4 regular polygons, and we've made a cube, which is a polyhedron. For this construction, you will probably need a second set of hands to help you out. You can check the PDF for some more shapes and polyhedra and for a few extra challenges to see if it gives you some ideas of how you can do more glow-in-the-dark geometry at home. Don't forget to check out all the books we have at the library and that have to do with geometry. We have books on sports and geometry and architecture. We even have mystery novels that have architecture in it, and we have a few of them listed in the PDF. Join us next time when we explore crystals and how to make your own. Bye! We loved hearing your comments and seeing the pictures that you were posting about what you were doing with our STEM projects. We would love to see more. Please keep sending them to us, and you can use the button that's above to make it even easier to send us what you like about the projects and pictures of you doing it.